Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying out the new Lawless foundation. This is the Forget the Filler by Lawless. This is brand new. I have already tried it before. I actually filmed it. I did film it for you, but I had just gotten a lash lift and my eyes were so red and it just looked a mess. So we're doing it again. So this isn't necessarily a first impression. This is we're gonna try it again kind of thing. I'm also going to try a few new makeup products as well, just incorporating them in so you can see them, because we have had truly over the last few months tons of new makeup drop. Isn't that literally insane to look at it like that? That is insane. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see the Lawless foundation in action, definitely keep watching. Just go ahead and hop on into this video. Like I said, I have already tried this. I kind of know the coverage, I know the finish, but we're going to try it again on camera and we're going to show you what it looks like because it is really nice. It is really nice. Now, longevity wise, I don't remember exactly how it wore, so we'll see today because I've only used it once. What does this one look like? That one's actually kind of nice. I think I need to mix a little bit. I'm probably going to mix a couple shades. Now, when I was more fair, I have a little bit of self-tan on. When I was more fair, 7L was a really good shade for me, so I'm thinking I'm going to mix 7L and 5L because 5 is a little bit darker than the 7, so we'll just kind of see how it looks on my skin. I need to toss that hair back because it was driving me crazy. As always, going to start with the Hourglass Airbrush Primer. When I used this foundation last, all the makeup is still here from the last time I wore this foundation. I forgot I did a new concealer from MAC. I believe it's new. It's new to me. And it's actually really good. So we're going to just dive on into all of that stuff. So sorry for no video last week. It has been madness around here because, as you guys know from my last video, we're moving. So just shit everywhere. My nails are peeling off. It's bothering me so bad. I'm going to go get my nails done today, but they're like doing that thing where like my real nail is the length for most of these of the actual nail. So when it goes to peel off, it feels a little bit different because it's the full nail. Does that make sense? It's driving me crazy. Anyways, let's put this foundation on. I'm going to use my same IT Cosmetics Airbrush Complexion Brush. Also, I just saw this on my phone, but Nordstrom is having 15% off beauty. So high-end beauty, high-end perfumes, all of that. If you are interested in that, they're doing that right now. I'll leave a link for like some of my top picks below. So this is the Lawless Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Foundation. It has 369 reviews and 5 stars. She has 33 shades. It's a full coverage, good for anti-aging, natural finish, clean as Sephora, hyaluronic acid, and long wearing. It says it's a weightless full coverage that instantly blurs and smooths for a second skin finish, proven to reduce the look of fine lines and improve skin elasticity over time. Now, when I first saw this foundation, the full coverage part, you always get me. I'll show you the two colors that I have here. This one, 7L, really nice, is 5L. A little bit deeper and a little bit more warm. Mix these together and hope that we get, yeah, like that should be a good shade. I'm gonna just spread it from my finger. This foundation has incredible coverage. I know it says full coverage, which I love, but this has really great coverage. It covers up my redness really nicely. It doesn't enhance texture. It doesn't enhance pores. Like when you first apply it, this does look really good. And it also feels very lightweight. It's kind of crazy how much coverage you can get from this foundation. I always go a little bit lighter on my forehead because I really don't need too much happening up there. And I go a little bit heavier on the cheeks area. Also, it doesn't have a scent that I can smell because right now I have a new perfume on. It's the Kylie Cosmetics. Oh, no, it's the Kylie Jenner Cosmic 2.0. Have you guys smelled that perfume? I got it. I showed it in one of my recent vlogs. I got it last week. And oh, I don't know what's in that, but it is incredibly delicious. Here's your little before and an after. And you can see it doesn't enhance any of my texture here on my skin. I don't have too many lines, but my problem area is normally pores and texture with like the rosacea. I do have very large pores. It has gotten a lot better since I've been doing like laser treatments and micro needling frequently. It still looks really great on the skin. I definitely think it's more medium to full coverage for me just because you can see a little hint of like shadowing in there, but it's nothing that would steer me away from the foundation because you still get really great coverage overall. But it does feel so lightweight on the skin, you guys. Like it doesn't feel like you're wearing a full coverage foundation. I feel like it blends out really easily. It just covers very effortlessly. It is more of a matte foundation, which I don't think I was expecting from Lawless. I feel like usually Lawless is more dewy, glowy, like very natural luminous skin, but this is definitely pulling on me much more like a matte foundation, but I like it. Like for me, it's giving like a flexible matte foundation. It's not flat matte where it looks really dry, but it moves with the skin really well. But I find that interesting because it's supposed to work well with like lines and stuff. And I feel like most people want to avoid a matte foundation for that, but this looks really good. That is it all blended out. Doesn't it look so good? I'm gonna give you guys another update on like how it wears and everything, but for first initial impressions of it, it's really beautiful, and everything that we're gonna put on top of it stays really well and usually blends really well. So let's keep moving, shall we? I have a new little contour stick. I don't think I've tried this before, but I saw it. Did I see it on Amazon? I don't know where I saw it, but I really wanted to try it. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Stick. Love me some drugstore makeup. I feel like sometimes Amazon has things that I cannot find anywhere. Anybody else feel like that? They usually have a lot of things first too. I think this is only one shade though. So this is Where's Walnut. Have I tried this? That name sounds very familiar. That might be too much. Let's blend this out. Or at least hope it blends out really well. This is just my DIBS Beauty brush. Okay, well, actually, that blended out really well. I was a little nervous there for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, because I saw how much I put on my forehead, and I was thinking, you know, we might be in for a little tizzy here. Is Where is Walnut another bronzer shade from Wet n Wild? It has to be. I know that name. I know that name. But the cheeks look really good. Especially after we go in with concealer and all that and really bring everything together. A great affordable option. You are going to have to put a little bit of elbow grease in there to blend it out. It's kind of a thicker consistency, but it's still really good. Let's go into concealer now. I have the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. I'm also going to be doing a little mixing action. I'm going to apply this first. This is the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright. This is really good on its own, but I feel like this just adds a little extra oomph, you know? Really counteracts that darkness and makes this even brighter, which I like. And this is actually kind of a thicker consistency, so something to keep in mind there. But I'm just going to apply a little bit underneath and we're going to blend that out, and then we'll put the MAC one on top. And the MAC is just one of those products where it's nostalgic. I know I say it every freaking time I use them, but I just love MAC products. Like the smell of them is just so great, and I feel like the concealer I'm about to put on is really nice. I used to use the MAC Pro Longwear, you guys know, a long time ago, which I just don't like the packaging of that now. Wouldn't mind trying it again. I just don't like the packaging of it, like pumping it out. I don't know. I'm definitely more of a wand type of girl, but this is really, really nice. And it's not too matte, and it still covers quite a bit as well. This one's in the shade NW13. We're just gonna apply this here. I'm gonna do a little here. It just blends out really effortlessly. It's very lightweight, and I feel like it looks really great underneath the eye. There we go. We're looking a little bit better today. There you go, cleaned up that bronzer a little bit. Bada boom, right? Bada bang, bada boom. Now, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl. No, you know what one I haven't showed you guys yet that I really like too? It's from Bobbi Brown, and I've been using this one a lot, but I've had it downstairs. I actually just recently brought all of my makeup from like my vanity downstairs upstairs so that I could just have all the makeup together. And when I'm trying new products out, I get so distracted to like my everyday products that it's so much easier if I just come up here and like quickly do my makeup kind of thing. Does that make sense? Quickly do my makeup, but I have like the new stuff here, so I get a really nice thorough review on it. Anyways, I brought it all up here, and I was like, I haven't shown them this blush, but it's really beautiful. This is a Bobbi Brown one in the shade Pink Flame. It's their Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks. It is so freaking pretty. I'm gonna show you. This is truly like a great everyday color. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And she's not too creamy. I feel like she looks really creamy in the pot, but when you apply it, it's just so easy. And I love that about a cream product. Just want it to be easy and pretty. Like, that is such a pretty color. Definitely one of those blushes I can apply to like any makeup look, because it's such an easy one that's gonna go with so many different looks. I love it so much. Makes you look alive, makes you look healthy. I don't know, maybe not, but you know, you get it. Going into, I think one of my top favorite powders that I have tried so far. Actually, no, I'm gonna put on a different one that you haven't seen because you know who did see it, TikTok and Instagram, and I haven't showed you yet. Again, Nordstrom's having their 15% off sale if you're interested. This is the YSL All Hours Hyper Blur Powder. This one's in the shade 04. It's kind of like the very light pink lavender type of powder. I love this sifter. It's one of my favorites. It puts out a lot of powder without being too much, you know? And I don't have to rip anything off. So I'm just gonna show you one side of my face. This is definitely going to brighten up the skin. You can kind of see with that color. And it is really nice and blurring. This YSL one is really good too. Like it just looks very blurred, but still like skin, if that makes sense. I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. I'm gonna have a ranking actually in one of my videos where I show you all the powders I've used and like rate it from 1 to 10, being like number 1 being this, and then 2 probably being the YSL one because it's amazing. And you'll kind of get a gist of the powders there. I really like it. Again, I'm gonna link the Nordstrom one below. If you watch this video right away, it should still be on sale for 15% off. But Sephora is having their sale coming up. What is it? If you're a Rouge member, but if you're not a Rouge member, then who cares? Like you don't have to wait for that. You obviously have to spend a certain amount of money to be Rouge, whereas at Nordstrom you could just go get the 15% off. So do what your heart desires. Also, speaking of powder, you need to know about this too. So as most of you know, I am a huge Charlotte Tilbury girl. This Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade medium, you guys, she is that girl. She will be that girl. I'm about to show you a great alternative, but at the end of the day, it will and has always been her. This MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder. Now listen. These people got themselves in a little hot water because they dupe everybody. But if you want to save some money, if you don't want to spend 30, 40 bucks on a powder, on a pressed powder, this is a great option and a great alternative. I'm in that position where like I love these brands, right? Like I love Charlotte Tilbury. Products like this or like this that are just dupes, like packaging wise and all of that of high-end products. Some people get really upset about it, which I totally get. But at the end of the day, some people don't want to spend $40 on a blush. They want to spend less than 10. And this is what you should buy. Some people maybe don't have the money to buy the high-end blush, but want the experience. Sometimes you buy the high-end blush and it doesn't even give you the pigment that the $9 one does. So I just like to mention that. I love all highs and lows. I love finding amazing alternatives to things. So I will share them if I think they're good. Now, you can make your own decision whether you want to buy them or not, because I know this brand has, like, I think basically their entire brand, their branding is copying others. Just note that. Take that into consideration. But if you're looking for a great alternative, I mean, Amazon does it too. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to mention that. If you're not into this brand and like what they do and their alternatives, listen now. Let me also say, I don't know like the lore maybe. I don't know if there's something deeper than what's on the surface. The surface to me is what I see in stores and what I see in high-end brands, and they're like the same. They basically copy them. They're a dupe. Okay, that's their business model is what it looks like to me. I don't know if there's anything deeper. I haven't looked. I haven't researched. I'm just letting you know. Now we have one of my favorite bronzers I've had forever, the Guerlain Terracotta Powder Bronzer. When I say I've had this forever, I mean I've had it forever, and this sucker keeps going. And let me tell you, this is the most beautiful packaging. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna bronze up my skin a little bit. This is a true bronzer, not necessarily a contour at all. So it's very warm. You could use it like on the tops of your forehead, on your cheeks if you wanna use it like more so as a blush. You can definitely do that. It's very bronzy. So this is usually like my go-to summer one because it just matches the energy. You know? Okay, so the MCO Beauty blushes, these are their pH powder blushes. I still am obsessed with this one. I am no longer in business. This is my second phone call. This is the MCO Beauty, their pH, Glow Up pH powder blushes. So I've shown you this one. I showed it in my last video, which I'm so sorry. I thought I put the link in the description box and I forgot, and I just remembered now. So I'm gonna go fix that because I knew it was an issue and then I got sidetracked. and then I forgot to go put it in there, so I apologize. Scatterbrained, okay? So scattered. This one is also amazing. This is in blush red, which I feel like would look really good with the blush I have on today. I just really love this pink one. I'm gonna apply this because you haven't seen it. If you have not seen this one in action, girl, stop. Go to that video. I'm gonna link it down below. Go look at it. Oh, she's beautiful. Dior does have a blush very similar to this, and it doesn't even have the pigment like this, and it doesn't have a mirror, so something to note. I do love Dior, but I mean, if you see it, you gotta call it, you feel me? Ugh. This is like the perfect summery blush. It just gives you that kind of flushed look, kind of like you've been kissed by the sun, a little bit sunburned, not giving rosacea. No, it's so counterproductive to like cover up rosacea and then put like a reddish blush on. You're just like, it's just different, you know? I gotta put the placement where I want it. But this is just beautiful for summer. I mean, this with a really warm bronzer, kind of like the one I have today, is a great combo for summer. Just makes you look kind of like you're sun-kissed in a way. So love these. They're under $10. I will link both of these colors below. So we have rosy pink and blush red. All right, let's dive into highlighter. I surprisingly don't have a ton of highlighter products that are new, which is wild to me. But one thing that is newer that I have been using a ton, you've probably seen it a lot on like Reels or here on my YouTube videos, DIBS Beauty. This is their Glow Bounce highlighter. I have Moonlit Glow. It is one of my go-to highlighters. It just looks really beautiful on the skin. If you have texture, it glides over really beautifully. It doesn't make it look insanely intense. It looks glossy, which I really like, and it's not shimmery. You know, it's just more of like a glassy looking kind of skin. It's just stunning. So I'm gonna apply this right here. Look at that. It's just so pretty, you guys. Okay, for brows, I'm gonna just use Urban Decay Brow Blade. I do love the Maybelline Express Brow. I tried it a little bit ago. It's so good, but it's downstairs. So I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Twilight Saga New Moon eyeshadow palette. When I bought this, I went to go link it after my video, and I could not find this palette on Ulta, so I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna use it today. Hopefully I can find it. It's still really pretty, and I just want to do a little bit of eyeshadow, so I'm gonna put some music over this. We'll get it together, then we will come back and finish off the makeup. Done. I went for just like a subtle daytime smirk-esque kind of look. You know, nothing too smoky, but just a little something extra than just bronzer all over the lid. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe lip liner. This one is in the shade Lush. For lipstick, I think I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl Forever Velvet Pigment in the shade Sachet Spice. On top of that, I'm going to use the NYX Fat Oil Lip Product. I'm not saying the whole name. And this is in the shade No Filter Needed. I'll do a little of this lifter gloss too from Maybelline, just for a little bit more gloss. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Now if you want to see how I feel about this foundation and you don't want to wait for our next video, then definitely look in the comments below. I'll let you know a little brief overview of how I feel like it wore. I want to show you really quickly, it is the end of the day. I want to show you how oily I get with this foundation. I feel like I get quite a bit shiny. This is with a light. I have had to blot multiple times today, just because my skin's been pretty oily with this one. When you blot, it does look better, but you just have to be like keeping up with it. So it's just something to consider. I definitely get more oily with it. If you have normal skin, I think you would really like this one. I even think oily would too, if you don't mind blotting numerous times throughout the day, but just so you're aware, I got my nails done. That's how my skin looks blotted after a full day of wear. But I feel like it does look really good. Like my skin looks really nice and smooth, which I enjoy. Everything blended on top really beautifully. So far it definitely has like my stamp of approval. I really like it. I think my skin looks really good. And I feel like that YSL powder really kind of set it over the edge. Like I feel like it looks really nice and smooth. It kind of looks like I have a filter on. Like it's crazy how smooth my skin looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!